10 new discoveries that could radically change the universe. Science is about revelation, uncovering entrancing new realities about our general surroundings, discovering unique approaches to clarify a portion of the universe's greatest mysteries. Even in this mechanical time, there is still such a lot of that cutting-edge science that can't be clarified. Are there obscure powers that we can't distinguish? What is dull energy? How does quantum physical science work? Probably the most astute personalities on Earth are attempting to tackle these slippery conundrums. What's more, now and again, they make a breakthrough. In late years, researchers have made various extraordinary revelations. Subsequent to scouring the universe of subatomic particles, specialists at CERN revealed the Higgs boson in 2012. After 3 years, space experts made another breathtaking advancement when they caught an eruption of gravitational waves from 2 consolidating dark openings. From dim naked difference to fourth measurements, galactic barbarianism to quantum hyperchaos, here are 10 astounding new discoveries that could change the manner in which we see the universe. Number 10 is potential new force discovered at the Large Hadron Collider will live in a universe of baffling powers. As per molecular physicists, there are 4 known key powers basic to the universe: gravity, the electromagnetic power, and the solid and frail connections. Be that as it may, presently, analysts at CERN figure they may have found another sort of power. On the off chance that they are right, it could adjust their comprehension of the quantum world. For the previous 10 years, researchers have utilized the Large Hadron Collider to make B-meson particles. A B-meson is a kind of subatomic molecule with an amazingly short life expectancy. It rapidly separates into other minuscule particles, framing electrons and muons. First found during the 1930s, muons are like electrons, just heavier. In principle, the B-mesons should rot into electrons and muons at a similar rate. In any case, the CERN group discovered something rather unique. Rather than rotting at a similar rate, the B-mesons were bound to fall to pieces into electrons. This unforeseen conduct alludes to another sort of quantum power. The analysts say they feel mindful fervor about their possible revelation. However, they stress that more work should be done before they can give their discoveries authority. Number 9 is massive gravity theory could explain dark energy. For quite a long time, cosmologists have been confused by the extension of the universe. The universe is expanding at a developing rate. Nobody is very certain why. Researchers accept that dull energy is liable for infinite development. However, right up till the present time, no one has had the option to clarify precisely what dim energy is, or how it works. That could be going to change. Swiss physicist Claudia de Ram has built up an exploring new hypothesis that she figures could reveal insight into the secrets of dull energy. De Ram has advanced the possibility of monstrous gravity, a hypothesis dependent on Einstein's overall relativity. Some molecule physicists accept that gravity is constrained by minuscule particles known as gravitons. In contrast to ordinary particles, gravitons are thought to have no mass. In any case, de Ram and her associates say this probably won't be very correct. They accept that gravitons do have mass. This may seem like physicists dwelling on petty distinctions, yet her hypothesis could have extremist repercussions with regards to dim energy. Number 8 is magnetic field photographs swirling around black hole. The Event Horizon Telescope is rethinking stargazing. In 2019, the undertaking left a mark on the world when they delivered the principal picture of the edges of a dark opening. After 2 years, they refreshed their photograph to incorporate twirling attractive fields orbiting the galactic giant. The Event Horizon Telescope comprises an organization of 8 telescopes from around the world. Researchers join information from each of the 8 indicators to look into space in a manner never done. In 2019, they delivered a picture of a supermassive dark opening at the focal point of a close-by system, 55 million light-years from Earth. Electrons circle the dark opening, discharging spellbound light as they twist around the edge of the astronomical whirlpool. By estimating the light, researchers determined that the dark opening's attractive field is multiple times more grounded than the Earth's. Certain dark openings like the one in the photograph are known to let out planes of issue. In any case, researchers have a restricted comprehension of how the cycle functions. Dissecting the attractive field gives stargazers a more prominent knowledge into dark opening behavior. The spellbound light has these bended dives like a winding, clarified. Sarah Essane, an astronomy scientist at Radboud University. This discloses to us that the attractive field around the dark opening is requested, and this is truly significant on the grounds that a solitary and arranged attractive field can dispatch jets. A mixed attractive field can do that. Number 7 is dark matter and galactic cannibalism. In the profundities of the universe, 163,000 light-years from Earth, lies Tucana 2. Tucana 2 is an ultra-faint bantam system. Researchers trust it was made in the beginning phases of the universe. A worldwide exploration group, as of late, found a bunch of stars close to the edges of the cosmic system, which has given a striking knowledge into its formation. The group discovered 9 new stars around 3,500 light-years from the center of Tucana 2. This revelation affirms that the universe is a lot bigger than they initially suspected. Analysts noticed the stars utilizing pictures from the Australian SkyMapper telescope and information from Europe's Gaia satellite. The newfound stars are believed to be significantly more established than different stars in the world. The researchers offer two fundamental clarifications for this. Possibly, they said, the Bantam universe was framed by two more youthful worlds combining. This interaction is known as galactic savagery. Or on the other hand, the stars are kept in position by the gravitational draw from Tucana 2. In the event that this is valid, it implies there is around multiple times more dim matter hiding in the system than recently suspected. Number 6 is quantum hyperchaos. Quantum physical science is known for being befuddling and tumultuous. No one very comprehends what's going on in this smaller than normal domain. Yet, scientists have made an advancement revelation about the tumultuous idea of quantum frameworks that could one day change quantum innovation. Their surprising finding is known as quantum hyperchaos. In 2021, researchers found that quantum information stockpiling frameworks become progressively turbulent under laser light. Energy from the laser makes the framework act heedlessly. However, the researchers were astounded to discover that the degree of the disarray stays as before, regardless of how enormous the framework is. The group figures that this could be utilized to improve the handling force of quantum PCs. Number 5 is does time flow in two directions? As kids, we were totally instructed that time pushes ahead. In any case, imagine a scenario where it goes in reverse as well. It seems like something from sci-fi, however a small bunch of researchers trust it could clarify the central design of the universe. British physicist Julian Barber has built up a model of the universe in which time moves in two ways. Most cosmologists would say that the universe began with the Big Bang. Yet, Barber opposes this idea. He figures that, as opposed to the beginning, the Big Bang is a midpoint from which time streams the two advances and backward. Barber is quick to concede that his thoughts are unpredictable, however then history is made by extremist scholars. Who knows, maybe one day we may discover indications of a different time stream where time moves backward. An existence where individuals age from old to youthful, and have affectionate recollections of the far-off future. Number 4 is synthetic. Fourth dimension helps scientists understand quantum physics. In the course of recent years, researchers have started to make their own totally new measurements. In quantum labs, specialists are building manufactured domains that open up a wide range of reality-bound prospects. Researchers say these man-made measurements are odd to the point that they are close to difficult to envision. Analysts have seen what they call the spooky impacts of four-dimensional space. Some have joined the additional measurement into electric circuits. There are currently plans to go further, possibly making a fifth or sixth measurement, with researchers estimating that they may find fascinating new particles. Number 3 is ultra-cold atoms manipulate light. In the 17th century, a mind-boggling logical thought was conceived. Dutch physicist Christine Huygens concocted an approach to control light utilizing a flimsy electrical surface. Presently, after 400 years, researchers have carried Huygens' hypothesis to life. Researchers at Britain's Lancaster University have shown that specific components like ytterbium and strontium can be utilized to move light emissions. The group started by chilling the molecules off to a negligible part of a degree above supreme zero. They at that point utilized lasers to control the ultra-cold molecules, which influence the manner in which they collaborate with light. By controlling the molecules with the laser, the researchers had the option to coordinate and reshape light emissions. They say this amazing disclosure could assist with the investigation of quantum mechanics. Number 2 is astronomers find traces of early universe stars. In 2018, cosmologists declared that they had chosen up signals sent by the absolute most punctual stars known to man. They got a weak radio buzz that is thought to have radiated from stars shaped 180 million years after the Big Bang. This may sound antiquated, however in cosmology 180 million years is unbelievably youthful. Truth be told, it is believed that the heavenly bodies shaped in a period known as the enormous sunrise, when the universe originally rose up out of absolute haziness. Researchers say this early stage buzz could give signs about the idea of dull matter. Tracking down this microscopic sign has opened another window on the early universe, clarified Judd Bowman, an exploratory cosmologist at Arizona State University. It's improbable we'll have the option to perceive any prior into the historical backdrop of stars in the course of our life. Number 1 is ghost particle at the Large Hadron Collider. The Large Hadron Collider is perhaps the most striking logical instruments on the planet today. It structures uncommon particles by speeding up subatomic protons to almost the speed of light, at that point constraining them to impact. This high-velocity molecule crush delivers a wide range of bizarre and awesome manifestations, despite the fact that they regularly just make do briefly. In 2018, scientists discovered traces of an unforeseen new molecule in the collider's information. They say it seems, by all accounts, to be around double the mass of a carbon molecule, despite the fact that no one can appropriately comprehend what it is. The group began to estimate about a baffling apparition molecule in the wake of distinguishing a surprising abundance of muons during their investigation. Muons are tiny particles that are like electrons, however heavier.